Sunday morning sun, keep on shining. Oh yeah.
Oh, playoffs
we're here.
are
We
here.
are here. But
It's the most wonderful time of the year. It
But-
really is.
first, let's welcome the rest of the league to the Week 13 review and the preview of the playoffs.
Playoffs week 1. All right. Let's go ahead and review this last week. Just dive right into it. And we're going to dive right into it while we dive right into our beer of the week.
Oh,
This week we have my favorite that we've had on the show returning. Pabst Blue Ribbon. I got a little Fireball koozie here. Sponsor of the week, Fireball. I'm supposed to say it's good, but I don't personally endorse it.
it's drinkable.
It's cheap.
There you go.
It's cheap. Fireball. So. All right. Nicole came in, set the lineup, and destroyed me. Not only was it my lowest scoring of the week, but it was the lowest scoring of the entire league this week, which gives me...
The Harambe did not die for this trophy.
I feel like I have let him down. I've
I'm-
definitely let Zumba down somehow.
I'm glad that we could keep that trophy in-house.
Yeah. I let Zumba down somehow. I let Harambe down for getting this trophy. Hopefully I'll get some guidance in the playoffs.
I mean, I guess I could help you out if you really needed to.
Ha. All right. So, Joey
Joey.
beat Mac. Joey's hot streak. He's riding on it, man. What do you think about this?
Just,
That's Mac.
it's.
Mac.
I mean, at the same time, it is Mac, but also equally impressed with how good Joey is right now.
Yeah.
Just,
He's on a heck of a streak.
thankfully, I'm not facing him in the first round.
Yeah. So Trent played Wally this week. Did you know that? It was pretty unanimously Trent
Yeah.
the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Wally was really never within reach, kind of as expected. Puts Trent in a nice little spot in the playoffs, though.
Trent having a secretly good season.
Yeah, out of
Just-
nowhere.
I know.
Yeah, he's kind of sneaky in this year. Thomas trounced Lewis. So we're gonna talk about this for a second. Thomas went 5-0 against us collectively.
He did.
It's not good for
Yes.
Nashville.
We provided more than half his wins this year.
Yeah. So you're welcome, Thomas. This is not collusion of any kind before anybody in Atlanta. Why would we want to have Thomas win?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to shut that down real quick before rumors start flying. Yeah, it's a sad year for the Nashville crew, for Lewis, for me, and for Eric.
Yes.
But hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll bring
Uh-uh.
2 trophies home. We'll have hopefully Zumba winner here next to me, and of course the captain in Lewis's room would look great.
Oh,
There's
just
just a perfect
beautiful.
spot on the shelf
Beautiful.
for it. Oh, it's gonna be wonderful.
it's gonna just pull his room together.
Yeah, it's gonna be wonderful.
Beautiful.
So we might have 2 trophies this year in the same house.
Ooh.
Interesting. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead to the next game. You played Parker this week.
I know.
Tell us a little bit firsthand how it went down.
I mean, honestly, I could have just benched my entire team for this,
Yeah.
but I wanted
But
the
you
season to
didn't.
play out and Parker get the seeding that he so deserves.
Yeah.
So it came down to the last game. Matt Forte, I think literally on his last run in the game, got the yards needed to beat Parker by 0.7. I mean, just slid it right in there like a glove.
Frank played Allen. That was the thing that happened, and Frank not only played Allen, but he beat Allen this week. So I'm
Yeah.
told. That's what ESPN tells me. Didn't pay attention to that. Frank, showed up at Auburn this year and didn't tell anybody, and we had to see it on Twitter. And then he promises a video one week, and he never sends it. Hurt my feelings twice. And Allen's a douchebag, so I didn't really care. Speaking of douchebags, we actually have a couple douchebags
Oh.
sent in videos this week.
Oh,
I'm gonna say a couple of douchebags, one big, one little, and one not douchebag, and that's your video. So we have videos. We're gonna, I guess, play Mac, and then Fikai's, and then Big Macs, and then we have a little special thing we would like to do between that time. So we'll see you back here in just a few minutes for our playoff week 1 preview.
Oh, hey, what's going on there? I didn't see you there. But I guess we've reached the end of the regular season. I was sleeping through most of it, but no one's seen the playoffs. I mean, second time that's happened. Hopefully Zumba is a little bit more kind to me this year than she normally has been. But let's really talk about the most important thing, the Captain Playoffs. Josh, Lewis, Wally, and Parker. I'm honestly more excited for the Captain Playoffs than I am for the Zumba Bowl playoffs this year. Because honestly, I'm going to win it. Just go ahead and crown me champion. But my opponent this week, I guess I could talk about him, is Allen. I want you to really continue this strong, proud tradition Atlanta has of just collapsing in the postseason, regardless of the sport. But I would like to say, welcome to the playoffs. Fuck y'all, and hell Zumba.
Hello there. It is your 2016 points champion, myself. And I would like to introduce you to the beer of the week. Go fuck yourself. So, I'm not worried about these Zumba playoffs. Please, I got the best team. I got the most points during the regular season. I'm second place. That's the best spot to be because I don't get cursed with the first. I'm behind Fikai. Who cares about Fikai? Also, my first round matchup is Trent, which that's basically a bye. Here, I'm going to try to call him and basically make it a bye. It did not let me record at the same time that I made the phone call, but he did answer. And I basically explained to him that, we're doing opposite week this week, and I was going to set my best team. And since, my life's doing great, I was going to let him win. He has had a rough year, he's gotten married. He's had to move to Maine. So, I explained to him, set your worst team, and I'll set my best team so you can win opposite week. And he totally bought it. Like, what an idiot. Anyways, so I'll see y'all in the Final Four.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the math portion of the Zumba Bowl. So today we're going to have a quick video going over Fikai's final accuracy predictions. We started at week 2. He started at 17%. Week 3 he hit 50, which is close to his highest actually. Week 4 was 42. Week 5 he was 100% wrong. He got 0%. Week 6 he was 50. Week 7 he was at 50%. Week 8 he was at 58. Week 9 he was at 50. Week 10 he was at 67. Week 11 he was 50. Week 12, 33. He called exactly 2 games right that entire week. In week 13 he was almost at 100%. He was at 83. Fikai, the one you called wrong was your own damn game. So Fikai's total accuracy was 46% on the season, which I could throw a bunch more math at you guys, but I'm not going to because I'm going to be Zumba and I don't have to. Bye, everybody.
In this investigative report, we see if Matt's claims of me having a 83% prediction rate in last week's games is true. Let's go to the video.
You, my friend, have Parker Williams this weekend.
Very forgettable matchup.
You don't need a win.
I'm going to try to actively lose this week while playing on my players.
Yeah.
Parker hasn't exactly done that this year,
But
but
Parker, Parker, he could use a win. Maybe flop up a seed.
maybe.
I don't think it
Very
matters.
forgettable matchup. It's.
Yeah. I got you.
I mean, this is basically like the Clemson South Carolina matchup. I mean,
Yeah. I think you'll win because even your worst players are better than his.
yeah.
Better. So.
Sorry, Parker.
Yeah. Sorry.
Mag, if you actually listen carefully, or really just watch the video at all, you can see I did not actually make a prediction. I said I want it to lose just because maybe I can, but I did not make a solid prediction either way. So I have a 100% prediction rate for last week's games. Gotcha, Mac.
Ooh, busted.
That was some hot takes right there.
That is some hard takes right there. That was some impressive reporting.
I'm thoroughly impressed with myself.
Yeah. What I'm not impressed with is these four people right here. Let's just dive right in. The Captain Playoffs. I'm there. Parker's there. Wally's there. Lewis is there.
It's beautiful.
Really not many surprises there. Wally, he is the captain this year, so he's on a bit of a down slope from his heydays.
He's kind of like the Dead Texas of our league, kind of.
Oh, I was going to say more of like a Tennessee of our league.
Or even Notre Dame. But I do like the Tennessee now.
Yeah. So, Wally, classic Tennessee of our league. We're going to explain how the Captain Playoffs work a little bit, because there's always fighting amongst league members. Really only in years that Thomas has been in the league for some reason. I don't know if that's just coincidence or not. But the first 2 weeks are the only 2 weeks that matter in the Captain Playoffs. So I know that messes up the seeding a little bit. Doesn't really matter as much as having that third week, so everybody can focus on the Zumba Bowl. So the first 2 weeks, it'll be me versus Parker. Parker's been a little hot late this season. He started off as the bottom seed the first half of the season. I took it from him. I have it now currently. We're fighting in the first round. Who do you have in this one?
I mean, like you said, Parker's been hot late in season. You've been quite the opposite. So I'm going to get Parker in this. I'm going to get Parker in this.
Yeah. That's not a bad pick, unfortunately. So, Lewis, Wally.
Matchup of the week.
Yeah. Didn't know either of them would be here for sure last week or the week before.
I mean, let's be honest.
We knew Lewis,
Yeah.
was going to be there probably because he's terrible and he sucks.
Seahawks in the fourth round.
Yeah. Nonetheless, they were still not mathematically in the Captain Playoffs until this week, so a bit of a down week for both of them. They were both disappointed. Lewis has spent most week drinking himself into a absolute mess.
Yeah, it's quite sad. His Overwatch game has just been quickly declining.
That's true.
It's been terrifying to watch him play as a Reinhardt.
Yeah, so I don't know how it's affected Wally personally because he's not here anymore. I assume he's sad too. He doesn't want that trophy to keep in his house. But let's go ahead and call this one. I got Wally winning, no hands, all, whatever.
I also have Wally winning in this
All
one.
right, let's do it now. Let's talk about it. The Zumba Playoffs. They are here. 1 seed. Take it on. Number 8, Allen. How's this game going to go down?
I mean,
are you worried?
No, not at all. It's just a matter of how much I'm going to beat him by.
Really? Calling it now like that?
Not officially calling it.
Yeah, not officially.
Not officially.
Can't call it your own game.
No, absolutely not. I would never do that.
Nonsense. Okay, so that's great. That's great. That's a little insider info. Not that worried about the game. I'm going to go ahead and say that, you win, no problem. Sorry, Alan. But his team's just a lot better than yours. Thomas coming in hot, the 2 seed, taking on Trent, who snuck in here. I guess somehow. I don't really know how he got in here. How do you have this one playing out?
I mean, like I said before, Trent's having that sneaky good year. He's had a pretty good past couple weeks, while Thomas, also kind of a little hot streak that he's on himself.
Yeah.
But I have Trent winning this one.
Ooh. I was actually going to call that same upset as Trent.
Yeah.
I think he's sneaky good. Nobody's paid attention to him. I know Thomas hasn't because he only likes to shit talk a couple people.
Yeah.
Only the ones.
Very selective.
Yeah, and he always just steals Frank's insults anyway, so that's why he only selects certain people. I can't remember that much. So, well, I'm going to go with Trent. It's an upset, but I think it's a good call. So, what's the next game? Joey and Frank. Just a nice compliment to Frank, I guess, back there. But this game, is no contest for me. I think Joey's going to win. He's got a better team, had a little bit better of a season.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I mean, you have the person who scored most points in the regular season going up against the person who's had the longest winning streak of the season,
That's right.
and still on it.
Yeah.
So I got Joey in this one.
Joey in the middle of his win streak. We are calling the same games, and I love it. Mac and John.
Or Nicole.
Oh, definitely Nicole. Okay? And here's why. They have to win from here out. Nicole has got to call it, or they're not going to be in contention for it anymore. All right? That's just how it works. Nicole was the champion last year.
Mhm.
She's getting married this year, which is the second best thing to happen to her after the championship. And then if she gets another one, oh, that's a great couple of months right there. If she can do it. Can she
Dynasty
do it, though?
voting.
Dynasty.
Yeah.
All right.
Wally used to know what that word meant.
And Mac is the first thing that stands in our way. Unfortunately, for all of us, I don't think Mac can do it, and I think Nicole is easily going to do it. Nicole is here for the trophy. It's going to look good in their marital house.
I'm going to say same thing. Nicole, absolutely.
Yeah. It's crazy. So, all right, here we are. Week 1 of the playoffs is here. Congratulations of those who got in it, and uncongratulations those of us who did not and are fighting for our lives to not have something to remind us of the captain himself every day sitting in our house, draining the life force, draining the fun, draining the color itself of the room it's in. The captain. Hopefully it won't be here.
I mean, I personally wouldn't mind it.
All right. So we'll bid you off, and y'all have a good week. Good luck to those to you all. Fuck you all, and Hail Zumba.
I don't always chug donuts, but when I do, I prefer a Bud Light Margarita.